Folks, welcome back to the channel. Hope you all are doing great. Thank you for tuning in to the channel. I really do appreciate it. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, and check out our Amazon links on our different videos. Appreciate y'all that support the channel. So today we're going to be taking a look at an American-made tool that I happened to see on Amazon and kind of took an interest in. And I'll tell you straight off the bat is, for me, I chop wood on a fairly regular basis, but I don't have a wood burning stove, so it's a thing of where I do like to have bonfires and cookouts and different things like that. And the one problem for me that I have is I've sustained numerous injuries in recent years, both in work situations and also too getting hit by a drunk driver, to where my upper spine and my neck, it probably pretty much has permanent damage there. And swinging stuff over my head, I don't really enjoy all that much. So one of the things I started to do with wood was essentially use a wedge and then a hammer like this to split wood for, you know, when you're doing cookouts and stuff like that. If I did have a wood burning stove and had a requirement for a large volume of wood, then I would go ahead and get a real, you know, straight up, you know, powered wood splitter for that type of stuff. But in any case, to deal with these, you know, little, you know, cookout wood, you know, chopping wood up and splitting wood for a little fun fire, using a wedge and a hammer I found to be very effective. And as I was browsing around Amazon, I was kind of looking for a new wedge and had taken a notice of this Sure Split wedge made by a company called Estwing. And also the other thing I took note of was it's made in the USA. I do try, if I can, to support local companies here in the United States, but it's just a fact of life these days that in many cases we have no other options anymore. So if it comes down to it where I have to use something made overseas, it is what it is. I don't get too hung up about it. But if I can buy American made tools and equipment and different things like that, I definitely try to, no doubt about it. And I had not really heard of this company, Estwing. Probably I've seen it around, but just didn't, you know, just didn't kind of sink in or anything like that. But I thought, you know, this wedge looks pretty cool. They called it the Sure Split wedge. It got pretty good reviews and mentions and stuff. So I thought, you know what, let's actually take it out and give it a try. The other thing too was hammers and stuff. I have one or two around, but they've been kind of getting gradually worn out over the years, and kind of the edges and stuff on them are kind of starting to go a little bit. And the other thing too is I wanted a little bit more weight, because I think the ones that I have are more like 2-3 pounds. This one here, it's it's almost squashing my fingers there. It's got a little bit of heft to it. It's a 4-pound hammer. So I thought for something here with this wedge, maybe something with a little bit more weight up here in the head to really drive that wedge through the wood, I thought wouldn't be a bad idea. And the other thing too is that it's got a you know, nice little handle. Apparently absorbs shock really well. You know, that's what they promoted here on the label as. And it just looked to me like the quality was pretty good. Better than a lot of different tools and hammers that I have seen. It just seemed like the steel just seemed to be kind of maybe a little bit better than what I'm used to seeing. So yeah, I kind of took note of it and I thought, hey, how about I go ahead and buy both of these and then go ahead and do a review on them and see. All right, folks, so after the introduction there, we've been using this Estwing tool now, this wedge, and also too the hammer. We've been using these for probably about maybe 2 months or so. And yeah, they've been working pretty good. Been very happy with them. And also I'll be putting out a couple of different shorts of me just splitting wood with it. So if you just want to see that, those are going to be out there. But yeah, pretty easy to use. And also too, one thing to keep in mind, one consideration is make sure that you wear safety glasses. Anytime you're putting metal on metal like this, you don't want any sparks or slivers to come back up into your eyes. I always wear ESS crossbow. I believe these are U.S. military approved, and I've used these now, I think, for like, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe 7 years. But I'm going to do a review on those at some point as well. So stay tuned for that down the road. All right, folks, so pretty easy to use. Just get your wedge here and your hammer. Set it up in terms of where your placement is. And just start getting it set. And down we go. At some point too, watch your hands. There we go. So now we have some nice smaller pieces that we can feed through the kindling cracker. That should fit in a kindling cracker. And basically whittle this down to smaller pieces. Now you'll find once you kind of get in a rhythm, you can start to bust these out pretty quickly. Oh, getting a little bit of an angle there. Let's try that again. It's like we've got a knot or something there. There we go. This is shagbark hickory, which is a big pain. There we go. Gotcha. All right, folks, let's wrap up this review. So first off, the quality. Looks like the quality is really good. I like these Estwing tools. I'll have to look in to see what other stuff they have available, made in the USA. They seem really quality items. I think if you can get a good quality American item, you know, it's better off. Yeah, sometimes we, have to get stuff from outside the US. That's the way it is in our global supply chain these days, but if we can get a good American tool, I'm happy to do it. The quality on them seems real good. The wedge works pretty good. I would say in some situations, probably the diamond-shaped wedges might work a little bit better than this. So maybe at some point I'll do a review on the diamond-shaped wedge that I have. But for me, with some of the very hard wood that I have and the dense wood, shagbark hickory and stuff like that, sometimes these wedges help a little bit more than trying to use a splitting axe and stuff like that. I've tried that a lot of times on some of these different logs, and they just don't work all that well. So these wedges, they tend to give you a little more precision. And then also too, most of the time for me, whenever I'm doing wood, I'm not doing wood for heating or anything like that. I'm basically just getting wood down to a certain size where it's good for firewood, so we can cook it down into coals, or also to get smaller pieces of wood to feed through the kindling cracker, which I'm going to do a review on here shortly, and feed them through the kindling cracker and basically get some nice small pieces of wood so you can get a fire going. So it's essentially kind of fire pit duties for this, really. So I think if you're kind of just doing fire pit stuff, or you just need some wood for cooking different things like that, and you don't want to get into splitting axes and even wood splitters and all that stuff. Basically just have your dry firewood, and if you have these tools right here, maybe another type of wedge, like I said, the diamond wedge too, to have in your toolkit, I think that's about all you really need. So works pretty good, very happy with it. If you're interested in purchasing these, check out my Amazon links below. If you do purchase through there, it just kicks back a tiny commission to the channel. And the more support I get, the more, basically the more resources I can put back into the channel and make more videos and do more reviews and all sorts of stuff. So I appreciate the support from y'all. Stay tuned. I am also putting together some shorts where we'll just be splitting wood with this, and there will be no commentary with that. So if you like those types of videos, keep an eye out on my channel for that stuff too. And hey, any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below, and we'll see y'all next time.